Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear listeners. Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. It is day one of Ramadan here in the UK today, and I'm sitting here enjoying another glorious afternoon and also trying to get my 10,000 steps done today. So yesterday you would have noticed that I started a new video series which I titled Pondering at the Pond. And the idea behind it is to leave listeners a bit rejuvenated, connected to nature, and also connected to the word of Allah. And it was a complete impulse decision. And I decided this morning that actually I want to turn this into a Ramadan series. So I have decided that I'm going to release a short video every day. That's the aim. And inshallah, bring some brief reflections to you about the Qur'an. So I'm starting today with Tadabbur, or deep reflection on the Qur'an. I read the Qur'an as if it matters, and in many ways my reading is simple, although not simplistic. Whilst reading in Arabic for reward with Allah is also important, I want to read it in a way that I can grow my capacity to do Tadabbur. The word Tadabbur is often translated as pondering in English, which is what I've also chosen as a title for this series of videos. But, as always, the Arabic word contains depth of meaning that the English word cannot portray. Tadabbur keeps within it the meaning of deep reflection, openness of the heart and mind, meditation, contemplation, and deliberation. The noun tadbir means direction, planning, solution, and management. In other words, Tadabbur is deep reflection that directs our thoughts and actions. The late Maulana Amin Ahsan Islahi, one of the greatest mufassirs of our time, considers Tadabbur as a condition for benefiting from the Qur'an. On page 39 of volume 1 of his tafsir titled Tadabbur-e-Qur'an, he brings to our attention verse 24 from Surah Muhammad, which is chapter 47. Allah says, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا. Do they not then earnestly seek to understand the Qur'an, or are their hearts locked up by them? Now this English translation is by Yusuf Ali, and I think it's a great translation because he's emphasizing agency and choice here. He's translated it as hearts locked up by them. So people choose to lock up their hearts. And if we are to really allow the Qur'an's message to seep into our souls, we have to open up our hearts. We have to overcome the fear of having our comfortable existence rocked by the teachings of the Qur'an. It will move us out of our comfort zone. It will make us reflect. It will make us want to change things. It will create a bit of dissonance. It will shake up some of our long-held beliefs. And we have to be open to that. So for me, Tadabbur means that I want to learn from the Qur'an, allow it to put me in a reflective space and guide my decision making. It also means that I engage with the work of many amazing scholars who have done outstanding research on the Qur'an and developed ways of explaining the Qur'an. And I will bring some of those ideas to you via this series of videos. Being a systems thinker and a strategic planner, I like to link ideas so I can create the big picture. That's just me. That's just what I do for a living. But I also see the detail and the implications. And this is what happens when you do policy making for a long period of time. You always want to think about policy, values, how things come together. And I think that perhaps this describes best my approach to the Qur'an. See the big picture and the values of the Qur'an and read the Qur'an as if it matters. I'll repeat that we read the Qur'an as if it matters. I will leave you with this reflection. Assalamu alaikum.